Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a review, maybe comparison of these machines. As you can see, I have the Gemini Junior, I have the Griffin Empress, and I have the original Crafter's Companion Gemini down there. I bought that Gemini probably over a year ago now. The Empress, when it came out, so when was that? I don't know. They're still in boxes. I know I moved here 5 or 6 months ago, and I already had it for months before that. Probably another year, maybe longer. And then the Gemini Junior I just picked up right now. HSN had Crafter's Companion on last month, or I guess this month. It depends on when you're watching this, or I guess it could be years from now. But where they had different colors of the Gemini Junior. And you would think I'd order the hot pink one. They had teal, they had black, I don't know, lots of different colors. But I went with the lavender one because even though I love hot pink, it doesn't really go with anything else in this room, right? I mean, obviously my walls are, I see on the tile, it's like a reddish coral tone. But like, you know, I have like pink baskets, but there's nothing, you know, all the tools and even the Gemini that I had before, my, you know, other items here, they're pretty much not hot pink. So I thought that was, and it looked kind of cheap. And if you've got that one, I'm sorry, I'm sure you love it. It's great. It's a beautiful color, but it looked like the plastic, it just looked cheesy to me a little bit. So, and you know, I love hot pink, so not to insult anyone, but so I wanted the lavender color, so I have that there. And it came with a free little, not free, but I'm sure we paid for it, right? A little caddy, so I have that here too. And I figure I need to open this up and get it going because if it doesn't work quite right or if I don't like it, I need to return it. So so I have the Gemini Junior again, the Griffin Empress, and the regular Gemini. I'm going to open them up. I'm going to find a spot to use them at because I do have this, my stuff here on the sewing table, but this thing is not deep enough unless I set it up sideways. I might set it up that way. Maybe that's what I'll do. I was thinking, where am I putting these? Maybe in my maybe on my dining room table. I'll just set them all up and put an extension cord, and we'll just try them all out with like maybe the same die, so it's a way to kind of have an idea of how they cut. Because if we use different dies, you know, yeah, you'll see that it cuts and everything. But I think we should compare them with the same thickness of paper and the same die, and I think that'd probably be the best way to do it. So let me get this set up. I'm going to unbox them all. I don't think we need to do that on video. I'll just have them all set up at the table and we'll start working with them. Let's go. Okay guys, so I came into my dining room, but I did open the other two. I haven't opened the Gemini Junior just because I figured we could do it together. The packaging for the Gemini was much nicer than the Griffin one, I'll tell you that. One thing when I opened the box though, it did say there's a box correction already. This was from the, you know, just cardboard box that came in. That this thing says it includes free items, and this is saying, no, this is what you're getting. So, you know, it's already kind of disappointing when you're going to open it and they're like, no, we're not giving you those things, we're giving you these others. But, okay, so let me make sure I'm still in frame. So I just want to open this up for you guys real quick. Nice sturdy box. And I always end up holding onto boxes for like no reason. I mean, seriously, my son's like, PS, like from the PlayStation, the first one that ever came out, we still have the boxes, you know, so moving around with them everywhere, but we'll see. It's a nice box, but so at the very top, and this is how they package the larger one too, it just has your plates. This is a clear cutting plate. As I said, there should be 2 of those, so there's 2 of those. Maybe they should sell them in a pack of 2, huh? I mean, really. But anyway, the new magnetic shim that has a ruler on it, a grid. A rubber embossing mat, which is pretty in purple and very small, very thin. The metal cutting plate, that's going to be for like intricate dies, which is what we're going to use today because I do want to try their intricate dies out. And then a plastic shim. So all these, you need all these different layers, which is kind of nice. They all come together. Even if you order their, like on HSN, I got these through HSN, everything that you see here. It's a whole set like this. I guess you can pick them up individually on their site, but on Crafter's Companion. But instead of having to buy all these little things separately, but I guess you can see it either way. Sometimes you don't want all this stuff, right? So again, a manual. It came with some little tags and dies like this, and then like a more intricate little die set. It just has papercraft die on it. It's gonna look something like this. And then there's always the fun part, trying to get out of here. I was gonna say, where's the cord? It just fell out. Okay. The cord is here. The other one was right underneath, so it's easy to see. So this time. So again, I got the lavender color. So I figured it kind of matched the Gemini itself better anyway. And they did sell the white one too, with the little purple sides or lavender kind of sides. So let's look at this guy. Oh, I hope I don't drop it. Really good weight. I mean, it's probably portable, but it still has a nice heavy weight because it needs to have some heavy weight behind it, because otherwise how are you going to really cut? So you have your power button, your go and pause. You can pause it and then reverse it, and basically you have your reverse button here. I was just trying to see what's going on here. I guess that's just part of the machine. 6 rubber grips at the bottom. I can feel that there's a thing stopping you from putting it in backwards. You can't go this way, just like in your old, oh gosh, easy bake oven, right? And then there's a plug, and then you're on and off. So very basic, I mean, what it has on it. It's pretty, it's really pretty. So this one, like I said, I got a lavender with the white sides. Let me grab this cord here. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and plug this one in. I think I'm gonna pick a more intricate die to try out. I wanted to try one from this set. Nah, maybe not. We'll just use the one that's here. This little guy. And I'll use the same one for this, for the Anna Griffin, and for the regular Gemini. So let me plug this in, grab some paper, open up all these plates, and we will get started. Okay, well, I'm Miranda in the other room watching a video, so if you hear her back there, that's little Miranda. Hopefully it doesn't bother you. I know in my old channel somebody had left a message one time like, I can't believe you're so unprofessional that your child... It's like, what? Yeah, I'm at home. Like most YouTube people. But anyway, okay, so I've already opened everything up. Sorry about that. Just turn this on. We're gonna flip the switch on the back, right, to on. And then I'll turn it on in just a second. So right now, this by itself will not turn it on. You have to flip the switch and then turn it on. But I went ahead and read through the whole thing. We're using all of the shims except for the purple one for right now, because we're not doing embossing, at least not yet. I'm just gonna cut it right now because we just wanna see the cutting. I don't know. It's just such a persnickety little thing. I don't really feel like embossing it too. So I'll show you. So you have your cutting plate, and this is all in the book. You're gonna have your plastic shim, which is pretty thick. And then you're gonna put down, oopsie, your magnetic mat that you do not cut into, okay? So this is also kind of thick. It's kind of interesting. It feels like it would come apart, but it has 2 sides, you know, just different things on there for you. I'll just leave that. And then you're gonna put your cutting die with the blade or cutting edge up, so facing up. So that little magnetic mat, oopsie, I was gonna say we'll hold it, but hey, guess what? It didn't. Hold on. Let me do that again. Let's see what's going on here, because it was holding it before. Oh, one side's more magnetic than the other, which is kind of odd, wouldn't you think? So anyway, I'll put it on this side just to hold it, but this side is not holding it. So let's just put that up. Magnetic mat. Die facing up. I just got a piece of paper. This is just regular old cardstock from Michael's. They're $2 packs, you know, like the regular cardstock. So it's not super thick. You know, it's thinner than a good paper pack, but it's just cardstock. And then for this one, I'm gonna use the metal cutting plate. If this was just like a little thin die and you're just cutting a shape, you can just go ahead and put your plastic plate, cutting plate on. But for right now, I'm gonna put the metal plate and then the clear plate again. Okay, so I know it's a lot, but again, it's in the book. Cutting plate, plastic shim, what's the thing called? Magnetic plate, die face up, paper, metal plate, then the other cutting plate or top plate, and I'm just gonna turn that on. And I'm just pushing it in, and it should just take it. Now, if you wanted to stop it, you can just press pause, and then press, you know, to reverse it if you just wanted to go back in the same direction because you want to give it 2 pushes, or there's a reason, or if it gets stuck because it's too thick, you put too much stuff, it'll reverse on its own. So let's see. It looks pretty good. It looks like that metal plate really took a beating. Look at that. I mean, it carved into it. Now, I don't know. Oh, you know, it's so funny. I didn't realize this is cuts into the paper. It doesn't cut out of the paper. Can you see that? So I was like, oh, it didn't cut out. Well, it's not going to. So let me just flick everything out. That's pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie here. Too bad I chose the wrong type of die, so I can't really hold it up to show it to you guys as far as how it comes out, but every little piece is just falling out. I'm not gonna take all the time to do that, but look at that. And they all just fall out. Oh, a little heart there. Pretty good. That was one pass. Again, if you're going to do not embroidery, embossing, then you would use the embossing mat and run it through again. But like I said, it was kind of persnickety. I didn't really want to mess with it right now. This is also so very thin that there's no reason to emboss it. But there's that. Felt great. It sounded very quiet. Just had to push it in and there it went. So let me open up the Empress and we'll try that out. Okay guys, for the Empress, I do want to tell you it does have a double prong plug, which is funny because I had an extension cord and it only was for this type. But the Gemini Junior has a 3-prong plug. So I'm like, oh darn that, so I had to move everything over here to get closer to electrical plug. But this one, never fear, just has the 2 prongs, and of course it is a lot shorter. What do I do with the other one? Oh darn. Okay, I'm gonna move this. And there we go. It's shorter than the other plug, than the one for the Gemini. I do want to show you the plate sizes, and this is, you know, the cutting plate for Gemini, and this is the cutting plate for Anna Griffin's Empress. Hopefully you can kind of see that. The Empress is about 1 inch wider, and the Gemini Junior plate is about maybe 1/4 inch longer. So if that helps at all. I think this is 6x9, is that what it is? Maybe 6x8. And then this guy is 6x6. 6x6, that can't be right. Because I'm looking at this thing because it says 6x6, the top. Anyway, it's longer than that. Sorry, that wasn't super helpful. Okay, so on this one, I'm just assuming that I need to use the metal shim. So it comes with 2A plates, which are your cutting plates. It comes with a metal shim that is very thin, a little bit smaller than the whole of the thing. It comes with your magnetic mat, and then you're supposed to put your die face up. Not cutting into your magnetic mat. I'm gonna put just that scrap piece of paper, and then their A plate again. Now she does have extended plates, which I have bought, and they're like 60 bucks, even on HSN, so they're not cheap, but they're longer. And so she has dies that go along with that. Yeah, they're longer this way. I don't know. It's because the width. Anyhow, you'll see about those. If you need them, you can buy those. So let me turn this on. Nice flat buttons here. I do like that this has a handle. It is heavy though. I mean, this is much heavier than the Junior, but the Junior is a Junior, right? It's a smaller machine. So I'm gonna take these little pieces of paper off just in case. And you can run this through either way. You can put it through this width because it fills it up, or you can also put it through the skinny way, is what I understand about it. But I'm gonna do it this way. And you do have to press run and kind of help it. I put the magnetic or the metal shim because I knew it was kind of a thin, very intricate die. You don't have to do that, but look at that. That cut super beautifully, super quiet. Oh my gosh, and look at, they totally fell out. Whereas you saw on the other, I was kind of smacking it to get everything out. Wow. Look at that. Not even having to clean it up at all. That is very impressive. Very impressive. Oh, sorry, she also, this particular kit also came with some dies, embossing folders, and the rubber embossing mat. Now, if you were gonna emboss something, you would just leave it on here and you remove the magnetic plate and you put in your rubber plate, or your rubber embossing mat. But you know, we were just trying the cutting for now. That feels really good. I'm very impressed with this. So okay, that's the Empress. Really pretty, really cute, kind of skinny profile, so it doesn't take up too much space on your table or anything like that. But let me go ahead and turn that off, and we'll try out the big boy. Okay guys, I am gonna use the same plates from the Gemini Junior because I don't want to just cut into my other plates when I don't need to. And to be honest, I'll probably be using these the most than the larger plates. But the larger plates are really large. I mean, this thing, 9 by 12.5. Oh, I guess I could. So the Gemini plates, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna back up, are 6 by 9. The plates for the Anna Griffin model here are, I believe, let me see about this. They're like 6 by, well, they can't be 6 because they're wider than the other things. I'm not even gonna guess at this, I'm sorry, but that's the other one. So the Gemini Junior 6 by 9, these guys are 9 by 12.5, and they are huge. And it comes with again, all the different layers. This is a lot to kind of have to remember, where the Anna Griffin one's a little more simple and these are the plates and that's what it is, you know? But I mean, they still both have some different types of plates. Also, what I want to mention about the Anna Griffin one is that I can barely even get this off the magnetic mat. Like, I'm not kidding, it's on there. I was trying to pick it off and I thought, oh, that's funny, I'll show it to you guys, that it's really hard to pick off. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts that I don't have a size for you guys. I'm sorry, I should have sized this out. Yeah, so it's 7 wide and it's about 9 tall, I would say, or 8.5. Okay, 7 wide, because remember it said it was about 1 inch wider than the other guys. Okay, so again, same sandwich, plastic cutting, or you know, your cutting plate, your plastic shim, magnetic mat, die facing up. Hi, Amanda. And let me get these papers on here. This, like, that was just a scrap paper I had. Put that on there. Metal shim cutting plate again. And let's go ahead and turn it on the back. And then go ahead and turn it on the front. And I suppose you can run this through either way. I'm going to run it through this way because I don't really like things to shift, but just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And it is taking it in really well. Ooh, it gave me a shock. I should have put my other. Oh my gosh, this is shocking me so bad. I don't know what that's about. That metal plate was kind of, I guess the metal and the plastic and everything that rubs together just gives you a little shock. That did not feel, I didn't see the impression as deep as it did on the Gemini Junior, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And let's see this. Again, the pieces are there, but I do have to give it a little smack. To take all these little pieces out, Miranda. Oh. But the pieces did come out. So that's kind of interesting because Sarah Davies always says that, you know, her product, the Gemini, has the most pressure on the market. And that might be true, but maybe, again, Anna Griffin might just have a better sandwich. I don't know. Because these are Crafter's Companion dies that I'm using in the machine. And they cut. It's just you have to clean it up. Whereas you saw the Empress was just done. There's nothing to pick out. You're here, you're back, okay. All right, guys, so that is, I just want to do a comparison. As far as review, I think my favorite is the Anna Griffin Empress. I know she's coming back to HSN on June 1st. Obviously, when you watch this video, I don't know, but, and she is bringing something, but I'm not sure what, and maybe it's not the Empress, maybe it's something else, but keep an eye out for it. As far as pricing, these are all very similar. Even the big guy from the little one, the Gemini, and the Gemini Junior are almost the same price. They're like maybe $30, $40 difference in price. But I believe Anna Griffin's was $200. Is that right, guys? That seems about right. So it's something to think about. I mean, it's not the cheapest machine. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope that gave you a little bit of an idea. And it was fun to actually get into this and actually use them. Because like I said, I've had them for a very long time. But I'm glad to have all of them. They all do different things as far as sizes and all those kind of things. And so I'm happy to have all 3. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.
Bye.